was about 8 or 9 years old because my brothers and my sister had some guitars lying around the house, and I took an interest into it, and then I started playing. And at the same time, I had been exposed to music from my two older brothers, particularly, who were playing all kinds of tunes around the house. And that's basically why. And I got into it, and I fell in love with it, and I kept going with it my whole life. Had a bunch of different teachers, and got my education in university, and did some classical guitar performance studies afterwards with a private teacher, and just kept going. And well, what draws me to it is it seems like you're never finished learning. You know, you just keep going, and it's like an adventure, if you will.
Cool. How did you get involved in working on this Doors project, Strange Forbidden Dream?
Well, through a mutual friend, Jim contacted me, and we had a talk about the project, and this is going on some time now ago, 3 years, 4 years, something like that. And that's basically how. This mutual friend of ours knew that I was a guitar player and had some experience in different musical situations. And for that reason, and plus I just like the music of the Doors and this style of music in general and what it represents, I figured maybe I could make a contribution.
How difficult was it for you as a guitar player to interpret a song written by another guitar player, and especially the song Strange Forbidden Dream? How did you find that song was to wrap your head around it and sort of come up with something that worked for us?
Well, that song was kind of a challenge in a couple different ways. One, just the structure of the tune and the way it sort of goes from section to section, and to make connections from section to section so that it all sounds unified was a big challenge. And then secondly, just the technical part of things, the playing and the writing, of course, and rehearsing it over and over again until I kind of got it right. And playing like in the style of the Doors guitar player Robbie Krieger, I believe, wasn't a stretch for me because of my classical background, but it's always challenging to play anything classical because it's sort of a combination of rhythm and lead playing at the same time, and it's all finger style, so there's more technique involved, and that's always been kind of to tie into the last thing that I was asked was to tie into that was it's always been kind of that's kept me going and kept me interested. So all those things combined.
How has your impression of the song Strange Forbidden Dream changed from the time you came in and laid down the first track? You were the first track on the song, not really hearing any of the other tracks, the drums or the keyboard and whatnot. And how did that impression of the song change when you heard all the other instruments added on?
Well, at first I was kind of wondering how it was all going to fit together, but I knew that in the end it was going to come together somehow. And in fact, when I listen to it now, I find it's kind of what I imagined it would have been, but still, it's always, you listen to it, you hear it in your head at first, and then you finally actually hear it on the studio monitors, and it's always quite different in a way, but similar. The same, but different.
Right. Did you find your experience working with the Lost Expedition a little stressful, because I understand that you guys you had never even seen each other before you played any music together. You just came into the studio without even knowing each other and having played together. Was that a little, stressful?
I wouldn't say it was very stressful for me. No, it was more a question of finding the time to get everything together, and then the preparation for the tunes. Although I didn't lose a whole lot of sleep over the preparation of the songs, but no, it wasn't particularly stressful. It's always I have more of a kind of a mellow attitude towards getting together with other musicians. It's about playing and having fun and making music, right? So rather than being stressed out about it, just go there and blend in, man. That's what music's all about.
Right. So I understand
or
today
maybe not.
You were booked at a session and you accidentally cut your phone. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, last night I was. in fact, just about to start playing a bit of guitar, but my wife asked me to help her with a picture frame that had a glass pane in it. And I lifted up the picture frame off of the ground to take a look at it to see how it was made and how we're going to set up the photos inside. And I tilted it, and the window, or the glass pane, popped out. And I didn't realize that it was so sharp, so I kind of stopped it with my thumb, and then it slipped and it cut the edge of my thumb. So I got this big gash on my thumb right now that's covered up with a rather large band-aid and a bit of duct tape to keep it down.
You're just about to go in and lay down a track. How is that going to affect your performance today?
Well, I'm sure it's going to affect it to some extent, but
But you're making a go of it?
I'm making a go of it, and in the end, that's, music is about. You gotta make it happen, brother.
Yeah. Okay, this one you can answer in French.
Okay.
You have a couple of solo albums out. How has the experience of being a solo artist helped you to evolve on guitar as a performer and as a writer?
Ben, comme interprète, c'est-à-dire en faisant des concerts, quand on joue seul sur la scène, en d'autres mots, juste moi et ma guitare, ça prend un pas mal haut degré de concentration pour faire sûr que les choses continuent, puis que tu te trompes pas, et puis que tu sais où tu t'en vas dans ta musique. Alors, de ce côté-là, je trouve que ça m'a donné plus de confiance et de contrôle sur la scène, qui fait que je suis beaucoup moins nerveux ces années-ci que mes premières années que j'ai commencé à travailler dans le métier. Ensuite, au niveau de l'écriture, jouer seul, être soliste, c'est un petit peu comme... faut que tu te laisses aller dans ton propre espace, dans ta tête, et puis faut que tu te sers de ton imagination pour créer quelque chose. Donc, t'as pas de limite parce que tu travailles avec seulement ce qu'il y a en haut là. Donc, tu finis par forcer tes limites un petit peu pour trouver des idées qui t'intéressent et que tu penses vont intéresser les autres. Alors, de ce côté-là, ça contribue beaucoup quand je fais de l'écriture musicale avec les autres gens avec qui je travaille, parce que c'est toute une question de... faut rentrer avec des idées. Alors, le plus d'idées qu'il y a, le mieux que c'est. C'est à peu près ça.
You have a couple solo albums out. What are they called, and how did you
have-
find the experience of that worked out for you?
I have two solo guitar CDs out. The first one was put out in 1999. It's called Ensemble. And the second one was put out in December of 2002. And that's called Distance. And there are two CDs that kind of go together in a way. They're solo guitar CDs, meaning I play nylon string, steel string, and a little bit of electric as well. All finger style, though, for the most part. And it's a blend of different types of pieces, compositions that I've written, and put them together on an album. And it's starts here and hopefully takes you somewhere. And that's what that's like. It's always been a goal of mine to establish myself and someone as a solo artist. So that's my foray into that for now. And it's been great. It's been nothing but positive vibrations.
Oh, they're great.